Hey everybody, I'm super late. But if you're watching in replay, it doesn't even matter because you don't know that I'm late. So I don't even know why I admit that for the few people who are watching me live. Hello. Welcome to my live 11:11 a.m. Eastern broadcast. Most days I'm bringing you meditation. Today we're just going to chit chat about what's happening, how you're feeling, and all that good stuff. More specifically, I want to talk about, carrying on with life during this global health crisis, this pandemic of coronavirus, COVID-19. I want to talk about that, but first I want to introduce myself. My name is Rebekah Borucki. I am a mother of 5, a meditation guide, and an author of books for big and little readers. And right now I am giving away 3 of my books, 3 out of the 4 books. You Have 4 Minutes to Change Your Life, which is my meditation book. Managing the Mother Load is my book for mothers, and Zara's Big Messy Day That Turned Out Okay is my book for kids. It's the first book for kids. The Big Messy Bedtime is about to come out, and you'll be learning a lot more about that come tomorrow, April 15th. And you can get the digital versions of those in the entire Zara's Big Messy Day digital bundle by following the links in the video description. No strings attached, totally free, and you get lots and lots of goodies in the digital bundle, including the emotion chart to talk to your kids about how they're feeling, and it comes in English and Spanish. Como me siento. So there you go. So I'm running a little bit late today because I was FaceTiming with my oldest daughter, who is going to Wegmans to pick up some supplies for the family. She has her safety mask and then her fashion mask over it, and she is well prepared because she has medical condition that she could get very, very sick if she gets coronavirus. But she's an adult and she wants to go to her Wegmans, so I can't stop her. But she is taking all the proper precautions. And I was having GobbleGobble time with my 9-year-old. I can't believe Sonny's 9. So many of you were around when he was still in my belly, which is really, really amazing. But yeah, we're having GobbleGobble time, which means GobbleGobble is our code word that we came up with during this isolation period to signal to each other that we need quiet time together. So we come up into my bedroom where I'm sitting now. We come up into my bedroom and he grabs his laptop and his little Fortnite or Minecraft, whatever he's playing. And I grab my laptop and my work and we sit in bed together and lock the door and we have quiet time. So I think, Sonny, you came up with GobbleGobble, the word? Yeah. So Sonny's over there. So Sonny came up with GobbleGobble, and that's the code word that we use. And yes, I'm still wearing the same pajamas as I was wearing yesterday. I did take a shower though, as you can see. If you track my hair journey, you can see that I showered today because my hair is curly again. So what I wanted to talk about specifically today is not letting your dreams, your projects disintegrate during isolation, and how you can still keep up with the things that bring you joy and that nourish you during these times. And, it's really simple. What I've been doing. So I have this nonprofit called Wheat Penny Press, Little Readers Big Change Initiative. And we bring the books that I write and a new book that I'm writing or that I'm publishing for my friend, Addie Durant, The Day We Found Our Yay. We bring these books into schools that are underserved, don't get enough love and attention, Title I schools that serve children in need, students in need. So we bring these free books and assemblies and emotional and mental health, wellness assemblies and education into these schools. And it's really fantastic. But I had this really big campaign planned that's actually starting tomorrow. It was planned to start March 1st. And because of all this, we pushed it back and had to regroup and figure it out. Hello, Anna Maria. And I was really scared and I was ready to nix the whole thing. But so much time and money had been invested, as well as promises and commitments to the different schools, especially the schools that we had to cancel in the spring because the schools closed. So we had to reschedule all of that. But anyway, The point of all of this is saying is that there was a very real time that I was just going to scrap the whole project. I didn't know if it was appropriate to continue working on this during this time. I didn't know if people would want to help. And the truth of the matter is that every single need, especially for people who are marginalized and pushed to the edges, that's what it means, marginalized, like pushed to the sides. Every single need that existed for marginalized folks before still exists now, and even more so. I think that all kids need mental health tools more than ever, like now more than ever, because of what's going on. A lot of kids are forced into homes where they're not necessarily supported or cared for. They're missing their friends at school. They're missing their teachers, their routines, their food. There's a lot of things that are putting stress on kids. The news, the atmosphere, the parent stress. Like, I know that I'm feeling it. So I know that I had to continue with this project. And so we pushed it back, we regrouped, we figured it out, and we're going ahead with trying to fill 100 classrooms with free books for kids. And what kept me going was my own conviction that this is something that's really important. And also my own need for nourishment and being creative and doing the thing that I was put here to do. And that's really what I want to talk about with you, and what I want you to respond with in the comments. Like, tell me something that you were working on before, a hope, a dream, a goal that you had set for yourself before that has been derailed because of all of this, because of the global pandemic and having to be in isolation, or maybe working still through this period and feeling extra stress or extra responsibility, or not having the financial resources or the time or the energy or the mental energy to be able to do it. So I want to talk about that with you, and also the imperative to continue to do things that nourish you so that you can steel yourself for all of the stress that is inevitable during times like this. What I did was, the first step, now I'm finally getting down to the tips. What I did, the first thing that I did, and this is actually my step for the first step in making dreams come true, this little like formula that I have. The first thing is to believe that it can happen. So even though all of this is going on, all of these obstacles are in the way, I had a lot of questions about whether or not I could actually pull it off. I had to just believe in the outcome. I had to believe that a successful outcome was possible, if not probable, right? So probable, put that aside, and you have to ask yourself, is this even possible? And then attach your belief, your faith to that. So the first thing is it possible? Yes. Moving on to step 2, talk about it. Talk about it like I'm doing now. I had to post on social media and make that commitment and say it's going forward, and this is the day that we're going to launch. I had to tell my friends. I had to make commitments with people to help me with it. So another part of talking about it is asking for help, because one thing is, when you're excited about something and you talk about it, people want to be part of that excitement. It's like a natural human desire to say like, oh, that person has something cool going on. I want to be a part of it. So talk about it with enthusiasm, with the love that you have for it. And this could be like writing a book. This could be making a health goal, whatever, but you should absolutely be telling as many people that it is possible. I know that some people say like, don't put things out in the world, but my thing is that when you put stuff out into the world, it actually welcomes in accountability partners. And that's what I need in my process, is to be held accountable, and for someone to go, hey, what's going on with that project you were talking about? So that, and I enlisted the help of others. So I asked for help, so that also that's kind of like a commitment that I'm making to this person. This person is saying, yes, I'm going to be there for you. So now it actually has to happen. And then the next step is just doing one small thing, one small task, so as not to overwhelm or try to multitask, to make the thing happen every day. So I was super afraid of doing this. I didn't know how I was going to pull it off. I did research. I read an article. I read many articles, but I'm saying I would read one article a day. I would take a free workshop. I'd sign up for a paid workshop. I did spend $25 on a workshop. I did just like anything I could every single day to make me feel at least like I was taking one tiny steps towards making it happen. Now, my campaign is super huge and it's super consuming, and again, expensive, and it's a lot of time and money, and intellectual energy and, spiritual, emotional energy put into it. So I had to many days do more than one thing, but I did one thing at a time, and I didn't do so much that I would be overwhelmed by it. And, some of you might have goals, dreams, desires that are smaller or easier to manage, or don't have a definite deadline on them, which is even better, because then every little step you can feel like you're really accomplishing something. The topic is maintaining your dreams, your goals, your desires that you were working toward before the global pandemic, before isolation, during this time. So that's the topic, so that you're not letting your dreams, disintegrate, disappear during this crisis, which is really important. So in closing, because I want to get back to GobbleGobble time with my 9-year-old, and again, GobbleGobble time. GobbleGobble is our code word for we need a break, and we need to have some mommy and Sunny time. So we go into my bedroom with our laptops, and we just lock the door, and we get quiet together, and we just have some quiet time together. I got to get back to the GobbleGobble time, but I want to hear from you, something that you were working on, something that I could support you with. Like, do you have a cause, a project that you would like me to promote? Do you want to share it in my private Facebook community? You can find that link in the video description. I have 4,500 plus amazing people in there that are compassionate and willing to help and really excited about helping. What's really cool about this time, something that I've seen positive come out of this time, is that people are really stepping up to help indie businesses, independent businesses, artists, authors. I know that I'm continuing to buy books and to buy art and to buy things from makers. Like, all of the masks that I bought are handmade by Etsy designers. And I just bought some masks from a little girl yesterday who's making them, a little Girl Scout that I buy cookies from, and she started making masks. So people are still stepping up to support these types of initiatives. So I would like to also support your small business, your project, whatever. So reach out to me too and tag me. Jamie would love to share my web series project with you. Yes. Okay. DM me. DM, and give me all the details. So yeah, that's what's going on. No meditation today, just joy. Mostly because I'm a nervous wreck about launching this project tomorrow. I was shaking when I was writing the email, and I think that's actually the subject of the email that I'm sending out tomorrow. The subject line is just like, my hands are shaking as I type this, because it is the biggest thing that I've ever done so far, in the spirit of it being so important to me, of me really putting everything that I've ever done in my entire career kind of like into this one basket. Everything has led up to this point. So I'm just so excited about this nonprofit initiative, my publishing imprint, all of it. Anyway, I love you. I want to hear about your dreams, your desires, your projects. Post them in the comments. DM me if you have something that you want me to share. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself today and for me, because it inspires and compels me to show up for you and myself. And from the bottom of my shaky, nervous, anxious heart, I love you. I love you. I love you. And I am so grateful for you. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I will see you tomorrow on launch day. If you're watching this live tomorrow, April 15th, 2020, I am launching my Wheat Penny Press Little Readers Big Change Initiative, and it's going to be big, and I hope that you support it, and I hope that you share it, and I love you so much. Thank you. See ya.